to move. And as I was saying, we expect a queen to appear. Rook takes d1, knight c3 check, and now I guess king to d4 or king to e5.
Yeah, so suddenly black is gonna be up the exchange.
I'm thinking king to e5 is a blunder because of rook e2 check.
Okay.
And this doesn't look right. You don't want that rook to be exchanged. So king to d4 seems forced. And knight takes d1, f6. I don't have a check here as black. That's fascinating.
And white has a check coming.
More than just a check. So I think that brings us to only one move in this position, which is knight takes f6. And after knight takes f6, let's try bishop takes because it's
the same problem on e8.
Yeah, except now I have this check.
Right.
So let's see. This seems fairly forced to me, and the question is if Fabi can walk out of here with the king. So for example, king c.
Okay, you can just, yeah, if you stay in the dark squares and run to a5, you should be fine.
I feel like I have this check now.
Bishop takes. And you think that's...
Okay, I'm not sure it's a draw, but...
You drop g6 straight away.
True. Okay, let me try to... Well, the thing is, over here, I face a similar issue, though. Because I don't know how to stop this,
You
but
have no checks.
both of these squares are covered by the bishop. a5? Because the other solution I would have is to like suddenly return, right? And I cover the threats.
Okay, let me go to a4 first. And then take on a5. So at least now also your knight is hanging if you decide to go rook c5 at some point. You're not gonna.
King b3, yeah, that's your idea. But this seems to be heading towards a draw with this last pawn coming off.
You also win back the piece on b2. With rook
Oh,
b8.
even better, yeah, sorry. I have rook b8 check.
Okay.
Well, that's...
So does he have anything besides queening this pawn? Does he have some intermediate move? Can he play... No, we gotta come up with something.
Rook c1?
You can just take that off the board.
Ah, twice, you're right, yeah.
I thought rook c1 as well, but it's not possible.
Okay, I don't have any funny knight f6 or something. King to d4. And nothing, yeah. I'm just winning back this.
Yeah. But if he's thinking, he's
There must be
probably
some option.
considering something else. Like what is knight e3? I'm just gonna make some crazy moves here.
Knight e3 if I take it?
Rook takes. No, it's nothing. I want to go rook c1 after that, but you just take on d2.
Or play this one again.
Or play this one again. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, I actually don't see much else than queening.
Mm-hmm.
So what is Wesley thinking about? Knight to c7, is that an idea?
Now queening your pawn is going to be difficult.
Yeah, but at least I'm protecting my pieces.
Right.
Or my rook e8 check, let's say.
So if I take on g6?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're raising a good point. I don't really have anything I can do here about this pawn. Okay. Okay, so d1 again. I think it's really the move.
Mm-hmm.
Check. King goes. Knight takes d1, and I mean I have another option here as well. It's to go check, right?
Yeah, I wanted to mention it. Just check and then f6.
Yeah. I don't think I can do this because I'm just gonna queen.
Yeah.
So I'll take, check, king goes, and we get into this. Again, threatening checkmate. Actually,
but now the rook on
you now also have rook takes
e7
d6.
is not so nice. Yeah.
Check, king.
Okay, black gets the a3 pawn.
But here,
take on d6.
now I can play this, no?
Or you can take on. True. You can also take on d6, take on a3.
Yeah, that's fair. Take on d6. Yeah, no, so actually I'm not sure this is a better version of what we had earlier. So we said d1 takes check, king d4 takes f6. Yeah. Yeah, I think at knight takes again. I don't see a better move.
Yeah, it's really forcing.
I mean, we are up a rook, but
Didn't even realize that. A full rook, man.
oh wait, that means no, but it doesn't
Yeah.
look like a very good move.
Let's give back the rook and bring
Mm.
ourselves in the same issues.
Yeah, no, it doesn't solve any problems. Yeah.
Well, okay, knight f6, yeah.
Yeah, knight takes f6 looks forced. Is rook takes f6 something we should consider? No, king doesn't look like it. Bishop takes. Bishop takes, and now check. Okay, here we cannot go to the e-file because of some check on the e-file and changing the rooks. That's the worst thing that can happen. This one walks into all sorts of knight checks, so I'm assuming king c5 is...
Okay, you know, let's allow those knight checks.
But what is the difference if I give you... I was giving a check. Oh, I don't know why it came back. Because after this I was anyway playing rook c2 check, right?
Yeah, it doesn't give me any additional squares either.
No, so here we'll get into the same position.
Okay, now I will go to b5 instead of b4.
Okay, then I'll check you.
And then king... Ah, you have rook b8 again,
B8,
that's
yeah.
your whole point. And that is sufficient to claim an
at
edge,
least.
maybe
Yeah.
as well. Because my king is cut off on the a file, which is not very pleasant.
Yeah, I don't really feel like white should be risking much here. Like, for example, rook to b8, rook e7 is still probably... Well, no, actually I'm getting myself almost made it. I can't say that. I was gonna say here and maybe you can still draw, but not
Okay,
that
so
important anyway.
king b4 instead.
Yeah, okay, and here I was playing rook b2.
You played a5, I think.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought this endgame is just bad for... I mean, looks better for white.
Obviously, you have an extra
Yeah.
pawn. I'm not sure if it's winning, but it's
Yeah, but it's better.
better.
A5, yeah.
So, if I take on...
I
I
have-
played king a4 the previous time, so what if I take on a5?
Yeah. Takes, rook takes. I guess king b4, right? And rook a8.
Yeah, so we can also get this position with the knight on b2, but...
It didn't really matter that much.
No.
I was just thinking of a funny line. What happens if I go king to b5 here?
Rook b3.
Actually,
Just copying your plan.
hold on. What? Yeah, no. Then you had a check on the a file. Okay, I'll show you what my point is. Here, king b5, rook b3, king a6. Here, I don't know if it was good, but you had check with the pawn on a7.
Now still rook b8.
Now I wanted to go here.
Ah, you don't have too many squares.
With your
With
rook.
that rook
For
to
your
b8
rook.
rank.
Yeah.
We have to go to c8.
Yeah, rook to c8, and then I was wondering if this is a better endgame. For example, okay, bishop d4, I allow knight c3 anyway. Maybe, I don't know, this is definitely better for white, I just don't know how
Yeah.
much. Yeah, not sure.
You gotta be careful though. White has, sorry, black has some tricks.
Maybe this. I just want to take the pawn.
Yeah.
Again, I really don't know how forcing this is, but these lines must be crossing Wesley's mind.
He might be surprised that a slightly worse endgame is what he's heading for. And he
Yeah,
wants more.
although he has been, you know, suffering the whole game, it may not feel right anymore now because things started to look up for him.
Yeah. Shall we have a look at the other game?
Hu Yifan is the last one playing in the
Yeah,
Masters
she
group.
was...
Let's briefly check in on Wesley, see if he made a move. I'm assuming he hasn't yet. No.
Well, what is he thinking about? Is that a rude question to ask?
Well, I mean,
Does he want to take on f5 first? We haven't checked that. Is that an option?
But you take the knight.
So your answer is no? Rook d3 check.
And looks like we're gonna have a guest here in the studio.
Yeah.
He could be thinking about this, by the way. Mr. Lucas van Vrees, who won his game against Basim Amin. Lucas, come over.
I'm gonna make plays for him.
Let's have a brief look at Fabiano's game. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it.
Yeah, after the time control.
Yeah, we actually had this position on the board already. So white threatening checkmate on e8, and it seems like the only move is to take, which we're seeing that Wesley just played. Now, bishop takes seems to be, the one keeping the rook e8 threat alive. And now suddenly black starts having some checks, right? So for example, rook d2 check. You can't go to the e file because you'll change the rooks. Rook c2 check.
King runs, yeah.
Yeah, let's say king b4.
But you can go rook e3 maybe, so at some moment.
Rook e3 is actually something I didn't look at, because I have bishop e5, but it will allow you to take at least, right? The other move we looked at was a5. A5 with the idea that if you take or do something, I can maybe get back to the 8th rank like that. Let's have a look at your move rook e3.
So bishop e5?
Bishop e5, again, renewing this one. And I think we're seeing this check on the board, so we're still following the players.
Yeah, this ending is a little bit depressing for black.
Yeah, if you take, you're at least
worse.
At least a little bit worse, maybe even significantly.
But you can get your rook to b8, like rook b2.
Rook, sorry, where?
b2.
Rook b2. Yeah, good point.
But
and rook to b8.
Yeah, and then rook f6, king e7.
Yeah,
everything seems to work out.
This is a nice way of defending it. Yeah, you're pinning here and then you're using it to get your rook back. So maybe white is actually risking too much if he moves. I think he played king c5, by the way, in the game. So with your rook e3, any king move to the b file will lead to this line, right?
I think it's perpetual actually after rook c2, king d4, rook d2.
All right. Okay, we'll see if this perpetual is happening now. Lucas, just to wrap up, you're on plus